Good morning and welcome to Peace Out, where we are practicing piecing out this morning. As a matter of fact, we woke up, well, I was actually awake giving Chris breathing treatments when the tornado sirens started going off. I believe they went off 3 times this morning. So he's up, he's dressed, he's in my chair. So I thought I would just have him join me for Peace Out this morning. Besides, this week is the 16th anniversary of his wreck coming up on Friday, on November 8th. I think it's the 8th. Whichever day the 8th is. Should be Friday. And so I'm going to do some videos about our journey this week. So you might keep an eye out of that too. And, you know, it's a big part of, it is my whole life actually, caregiving. And so welcome to my world, right? And I mean, that was really how I ended up writing 31 Days in Psalm 31. I spent so much time finding comfort, strength, and peace in Psalm 31 that I finally just said, I think I can make a devotional out of this. And so I did, right? And then the pandemic happened to us all. You know, we began doing these Peace Out videos, and that'll be 5 years this coming March, so 4.5 years ago. And one of the things we learned is the subtitle to my Peace Out devotional, which says, knowing God means constant peace, even in the presence of trouble. So when things happen, right, we've still got peace. We don't have to worry about it. So I was thinking about that this morning because this has been a topsy-turvy 24 hours for me, and I'll spare you all the details, but there's just been so much going on in just this little brain the last 18 hours or so, right? And with tornado sirens and getting Chris up, poor guy, he's up early and going, and he's not happy about it, but he's up, he's good, right? So I went back to one of my staple scriptures, and here's my plug for reading the scriptures and reading them every day. Because when you put them in your heart, when you need them, they're there. When my students I used to give math tests, right? Because I was a math teacher. I was also taught English and science some. But they would say, Miss O, pray for me before I take this test. I'm like, okay. And I would pray, Lord, help them remember everything they studied. If they didn't study, that's on them, right? But you can't remember something you didn't study. It's futile to sit there and try to figure out something, an answer to a question, and you haven't studied for the test. Putting scriptures in your heart is like studying for the life's test, right? And so when something does happen, then you have a scripture, you have something to grab a hold of. And so this morning, as I was sitting here contemplating a second cup of coffee lots earlier than I normally do, and how I was going to map out my day, because we got more storms coming in, so Chris is going to have to stay up so I can put him, you know, in a safe place in the hall or bathroom if something does happen like we had this morning. They almost called our address. I'm serious. And so as I was thinking, man, I got to get my head around this. I got to get on and do Peace Out. What a perfect day to do this devotion when everything is topsy-turvy. Okay, it's not everything, but like 99% of my life right now is a little bit topsy-turvy, right? And so many things going on. And immediately I have this scripture that I've held on to. And I held on to this scripture before life got crazy, right? Before I started caregiving. This was a life scripture. I remember my mom quoting this scripture as a kid. It's Psalm 46:1, right? And it says, God is our refuge and strength, always ready to help in times, plural. Do we need another English lesson? Plural, times of trouble. He does not say, I'm not helping with that. Go somewhere else. He's always there. When I'm on overload, which is a lot lately, he's still got me. He's still got me covered, no matter what a day brings or whatever a day doesn't bring. God has us covered. But that takes some action to trust. And here's what I want to say. God is my refuge, but I got to run to him. I got to run to him and go, okay, God, I'm hiding in you. I need to stay under your shelter today. I need your comfort today. I need to know beyond a shadow of a doubt you love me today. I need to remind myself today that you gave us peace and you didn't take it back. And you didn't put any exclusionary statements on it. You didn't say, I'm giving you my peace except for when this happens or that happens. No, God is our refuge all the time. But our action is to run to him. Our action is to trust him. Our action is to pour those burdens over on him. And that trust is a verb. Did you know that? Trust is a verb. It's an action word. And to trust God means I'm going to run to him. I'm going to put my confidence in him. I'm going to pray to him. I'm going to ask him for help. And I'm going to trust that he's going to meet me in that spot. That he's going to continue to be my refuge and my strength. Always ready, the New Living Translation says. Always ready to help in times of trouble. Whether there's tornadoes out, there's another warning coming across. It's just lightning this time, right? Will this ever stop? It will. Later today sometime, right? But it doesn't matter what's going on in our lives. He doesn't have anything that he said he can't. There's nothing you can think of that he can't put his peace in. Why? Because he's everywhere. Jesus is the Prince of Peace. He's already everywhere. So if he's everywhere, that means he's the prince ruling over peace, and it's his kingdom is peace, righteousness, peace, and joy. And so wherever he is, there's peace. It's just up to me whether I accept it or not. It's up to me whether I roll all of my burdens over on him, roll all over my cares over on him. Let him catch the tears that fall from my eyes, right? And let him catch, and just let him minister that peace to me. He is always our refuge, no matter what. I just want to encourage you today to just trust him with whatever's on your heart. And just sit back and let that peace reign in your heart. Just sit back and go, God, I know you've got me. I know you've got this situation. Give me some wisdom. Comfort my heart. Give me peace. Give me direction. But I'm just going to trust you in this, whatever your this is right now. God's got you in your this. Even if you don't have words for it. I'm sorry, I don't want to go off on a rabbit trail, but that's the coolest thing for me about God is when I don't have words, and I know that's rare, but sometimes it happens, when I don't have words to express the depth of pain or the depth of the emotions I'm feeling or the depth of whatever I'm going through even as a caregiver. God gets that. I love that about him. I don't have to have the perfect words. I don't have to do everything in some preset chronological or sequential order. God gets it even when I don't have words. When my life feels chaotic, he doesn't go, come back when you get yourself together. I don't do chaotic. No, he does chaotic stuff because he does me, right? So we got that covered. But he's always present to help. And I love that about God. And it's out today too. Have a great day. I'll see you guys again tomorrow.